Spotlight on After Hours. Golf expert Nick Teodosio.
You've got me popping champagne, I'm at it again. Caught up in the moment, but not in the right way. I'm falling in between, tearing up at the seams, with strikes aiming and pleasing. Aesthetics don't hurt one bit, so follow me there. Take this all the way, anywhere you want to.
I'm a singer. I've sung all my life. Oh, I have a CD. I was like a country singer for a while. My stage name was Allie Cole. So when I came to college, I met Erica Farmer, and she was a producer of After Hours, and she asked me to come on the show as a guest. I think that's how I started.
When I got to Penn State, I was looking for just some casual way to do some theater, not like majored in or anything. So I found No Refund Theater, and I usually do about a show a semester with them. I found out about PSN, and Ray and I both went to a meeting together.
So we went to the meeting and they advertised all the shows and stuff. We thought After Hours was cool, so we started working on it. We worked on the After Hours as crew members for 2 years, and then this past year, senior year, we came to the first meeting, and our producer Erica basically told us that she couldn't do it anymore because she didn't have enough time. She was doing other stuff like a radio show and other stuff with school, and she had a job. So she asked if anybody wanted to be the producer, and I just said yeah, took it over. Dave and Alex have a very good rapport together. They are friends off the show and obviously on the show.
Well, Dave and I think, are a lot different. We're friends, but we have different personalities. Like, I'm more like Dave's, like, I think a little more refined.
So we were stood up by our first guest of the season, and we are deeply offended. So now we have the liberty to take this minute and rip him a new one on air.
But you know what?
But
I'm gonna go the high road.
He'll be like, okay, that's inappropriate. Don't say that. And I'll be like, oops. So, like, a lot of the times he'll stop me from doing things that are, like, overboard.
And it seems just as each show goes on, they like, grow more of a rapport together, and they just like feed off each other's, I guess, each other's energy, and especially when they're interviewing.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Last week of class. Are you
I
prepared?
can't believe it. Not really, no.
Well, if that happens.
But we work well together because I think I bring Dave out of his shell a little bit, and he sort of, like, keeps me, like, you know.
Do you want to be rich? Do you want to be a superstar?
Well, Rob is the director, and Rob has a very, like abrasive, like, leadership quality. So when he comes in the room and has, like, a direction, like, I personally always listen to it because I'm sort of afraid to, like, go against what he has to say.
3, 2, 1, take a track.
Rob is very interesting to work with because oh, that's a curveball.
Working with Rob is an interesting, frustrating, and rewarding experience, I suppose.
Wait, no, I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
get the first
yeah.
slash UP. I thought we're starting monologue. Then please set up for monologue.
Rob is quite the character. I don't think I've ever met anyone in the world like Rob can.
Yay, love creeps. Take camera. We're gonna go now.
He knows a lot. He knows like everything there is to know about the technical side of filming and directing and editing. But then he's just so busy all the time. He's just like, he's got 1,000 things going on. I don't know how that man like does everything he does.
Working with Rob is great because Rob knows absolutely everything you need to know about the studio. He knows all the ins and outs of it. He knows how everything works, everything runs. If you want to do something new and like creative that we've never done before, chances are he knows how to do it and knows how to tell you how to make it work.
He definitely knows what he's doing, and he's helped the show tremendously.
Our meetings are on Wednesdays at the Hub. We have an office in the Hub, so we meet with everybody and we talk about like ideas for skits, ideas for packages, ideas for me and Dave to talk about.
And then during the week, I make sure everything gets ready for the show, which is filmed on Sundays. And then once we get out to the studio on Sunday, I set up the set, like tell everybody how to set up the set, where everything's going to go, which is, after the first couple episodes, kind of easy because we know where everything's going to be. And then when the show is going on, I just make sure I keep time, because you can't go over 25 minutes. make sure all the segments are in order and how we want them, tell Alex and Dave like what to talk about, how to interview the guests. I mean, they do a lot of that stuff themselves, but I just give them like a kind of like a template of what to talk about.
The monologues that I give are, they come from some of the jokes I write myself, and then we have two writers, Mike Olick and Steve Brenner, and they write a lot of the stuff.
And this holiday season, ladies and gentlemen, I'm doing it Jesus style. I don't mean I'm going to be really nice to everyone. I mean receiving 3 gifts and not getting any. All he did was sit in the barn. He got cologne and gold. And 4 gifts to new Jesus, faster, cuter, and more American. And he'll get right to me.
Wow.
Come right
That
to my
is a
door.
bold joke.
Yeah. And a couple of...
This year, with under like Ray's direction and with Dave, like they stepped it up a lot. So we now have writers. So there's a girl on our crew named Jamie Toll who writes me jokes every week.
I think we've just tried to give it a little bit more direction in terms of just like, we want to have some scripted stuff, but then we want to, keep it sort of off the cuff.
I don't want to have the same thing every week. I want it to be different every week.
A lot of shows think that they're competing with us, but they're really not. There's just no competition at all. I mean, on top of the fact that Dave and I are the best looking by far, we're also the most talented, so we really take that to heart.
Like somebody, I guess I had a class with freshman year, sent me a Facebook message after the show, and they're like, hey, I don't know if you remember me, I was in one of your classes, but you were great in the show, or yeah, great in the play. And, it's one of the nicest things that's happened, so I'm still waiting for that to happen with After Hours. Maybe next semester.
I'm still laughing at that. How was it working with Rob? How was it working with Rob question?